Okay, after the direct material purchase budget, the next budget is the cash budget. It is very important budget. It will come for 15 marks. So cash budget, what is cash budget? It is the process of forecasting the expected receipts and expected payments of cash to meet the future obligation. It is nothing but here it is a process of forecasting how much cash we are going to get for the future and how much we need to pay, how much cash we will receive and how much cash we have to pay for a particular period. In order to find out that, we need to prepare the cash budget. It is a budget, it shows the various estimates regarding the receipts and payments for a particular period is called as the cash budget. So it shows the receipts and payments of cash, estimated receipts and payment of cash for a particular period. It is calculated in order to forecast the cash position of an undertaking for a particular period. In order to find out the cash position or estimated cash position of the undertaking for a particular period, we need to prepare the cash budget. See the format of the cash budget. Cash budget, particulars, month 1, month 2, month 3. Usually they will ask you to prepare for a quarter. So quarter means it includes the 3 months. So month 1, month 2 and month 3. First one will be the opening balance of cash. That is for the first month, month 1. Next, for this we need to add the receipts of cash. Receipts of cash means how much cash we are going to receive through different ways. First one is cash sales. When we sell the goods, immediately the customers will give the money. So that is called as the cash sales. Next one is cash received from debtors. Who are debtors? When we sell the goods on credit, at that time we will give time for the customers to pay, right? The customers will become is called as the debtors. So debtors, we will give them the time to pay, maybe for 1 month or 2 months after they will pay. When we receive cash from them, that will be recorded here. Next, dividend received. From the share, if we are a shareholders of the company, then from the company we will get the dividend, right? So that is also inflow of cash. Next, interest received, maybe for the debentures. For the debentures we will get the interest, right? Maybe that interest or any bank interest that is received. That is also the inflow of cash. Next is the sale of fixed asset. When we sell the fixed asset, maybe machinery, furniture. So when we sell that, we will receive the cash. So that is also inflow of cash. Next, issue of shares. When the company issues the shares, then the company will get the cash. Next, borrowings. Maybe borrowings from the banks or any financial institutions. Next one is the sale of investments. So when we sell the investment, that is also inflow of cash. So all these are the inflow of cash, or we are receiving the cash in different ways. For the opening balance, we need to add this. We will get the total. So from this total, we need to deduct the payment of cash. So what and all comes under the payment of cash? Maybe cash purchase. When we purchase the goods, immediately we will pay cash. That is cash purchase. Then payment to creditors. Here the payment to creditors is in case of credit purchase. When we purchase the goods on credit, at that time later we will ask the time, right? So later we will pay the money to the creditors. So that is payment to creditors. Then payment of wages. Then payment of any expenses. Next, payment of dividend to the shareholders, or payment of fixed assets, payment of tax, then payment of bonus. So here payment of fixed asset means when we purchase the fixed asset, that one. Payment to tax, payment of tax, and payment of bonus if the company is paying bonus. So all these are the and other things etc. are the payments. So from the total we need to deduct the payment. We will get the closing balance. So this is the closing balance of the first month. So closing balance of the first month will be the opening balance for the next month. Same thing for the opening balance, we need to add the receipts of cash. Then we need to deduct the payment of cash. Again we will get the closing balance. Then this closing balance of this month will be the opening balance for the next month. Again you need to add the receipts and minus the payments. Again you will get the closing balance. So this one will continue. So that is the format of the cash budget. We'll solve the problems. So first one is, from the following information, prepare a cash budget for 3 months ending 31st/9/2014. So 9 is here September. Month, they have given 4 months, but they asked us to prepare for 3 months, that is ending September means here July, August, September will come. We need to prepare for July, August and September. Next, sales information they have given, then purchase they have given. Sales means when we sell the goods we will receive the cash, so it is a receipt of cash. Purchase means here it is a payment of cash. Then wages also we will pay the wages, right? Then expenses also it is a payment of cash. So they have given the information. Next, additional information they have given. Opening cash balance of 1st July is 60,000. So we need to prepare for the July, August and September. 3 months we need to prepare. They have given us the opening balance for July, opening cash balance of July. Next is debtors, that is credit sales. When we sell the goods on credit, the debtors will be created. Pays in the month of following the month of sales. So here the debtors, they will pay the cash the following month of sales. Means if I have sell the goods this month, then the debtors will pay the next month, following months. So next one is creditors. When the creditors will be created, when we purchase the goods on credit. So creditors are paid in the month following the month of purchase. So here the creditors means I have purchased the goods this month, but I am paying it for the next month, the following month. Next, expenses are paid in the same month. Here the expenses are paid in the same month. Assume that the wages are paid on monthly basis on the first of every next month. Here the wages are paid for the next month, every first of the very next month. So next month they are going to pay the wages. See the solution. Cash budget particulars July, August, September. Actually they have given us for the 4 months, that is June, July, August and September, but they asked us to prepare for 3 months ending September means here September, August, July. So only 3 months we have to consider. So here July month opening balance, that is, see here, see the additional information. Opening balance of cash, that is 1st July 60,000 they have given. Write that here. Then for that we need to add the receipts of cash. So what we have here, cash. The only source of income is the sales here. Sales, that is 2 lakh, 1 lakh 50. So they have given the information. Here see the additional information. What they have mentioned. See, sales, that is credit sales. So credit sales pays in the month following the month of sales. Here the sale of June, that is 2 lakh, will be paid in the, will be received the cash. Here we are selling goods, that is 2 lakh worth in the month of June, but we are receiving this 2 lakh in the next month because it is a credit sales. So we are giving time for them. So we will receive the money in the next month. So like that it continues. So we will receive the money in the next month. So like that it continues. See here, cash received from debtors, that is credit sales. So here June month sales is 2 lakh, that we are going to get in July. So write 2 lakh here. Next July month 1 lakh 50,000 we are going to get in the next month, that is August. So write 1 lakh 50,000 here. Next August month sales, that is 2 lakh 50,000 we are going to get in September. So write the 2 lakh 50,000 here. So this is the only source of income or the receipt of cash. So for the opening balance we need to add this. We will get 2 lakh 60,000. Then from that you have to minus the payment of cash. So what we have? Payment to creditors we have. See here, the creditors are paid in the next month. Here also next month following the month of purchase. If we are purchasing this month, we are paying for the next month. So see here, what we have? Same thing. Here we have purchased for 1,30,000, but we are paying this one in the next month, that is in July. In June we have purchased this 1,30,000, but we are paying that amount in July. So same thing you have to write here. So June month purchase, that is 1,30,000, we are paying here in July month. So next July month 1,40,000 we are paying in August. So write 1,40,000 here. Then August month 1,60,000 we are paying in September. So write that value. Next one is payment of wages. See here, assume that the wages are paid on monthly basis on the first of every next month. So this is also paid at the next month, not in the particular month. So payment of wages also same thing you have to do. So this 20,000 of June will be paid in July. So write here. Then 30,000 of July will be paid in August. Then 20,000 of August will be paid in September. So like that you have to write. Next one is payment of expenses. Expenses are paid in the same month. So this one they are paid in the same month. So no need of paying in the next month. So in July we have 10,000. So write that 10,000 here, payment of expenses. Then in August we paid 15,000. Then write that 15,000, and September 15,000. So from this opening balance we have to add the receipts. We will get total. From this we need to deduct these values. We will get the closing balance, that is 1 lakh. That is for the July. So closing balance of July will be opening balance for the August. Write that here. Then from this you have to, for this you have to add the receipts of cash. Then you will get total. Then from this you have to deduct these values. You will get 65,000. That is the closing balance of August. Then closing balance of August will be opening balance for the September. So write 65,000 here. You will get the opening balance for September. For this you have to add the receipts again. You will get the total. Then you have to deduct the payment of cash. You will get the closing balance of September. So this is the cash budget problem.